All right, what's up, familia? Welcome inside the pad. Hope you guys are doing good. Keep in between the lines, got your load secure. All right, so a while back, I went ahead and made a video talking about is gang or was gang banging fun. In that video, I went ahead and I said that gangsters were some of the most sensitive, insecure people that I've ever came across. But I did not go into it in detail in that one. As a matter of fact, in that video, I said I'll make a separate video um, for that subject. Well, this is that video. All right. So, as always, let me just go ahead and say this. This is through my eyes, the way I saw it and lived. Okay. I'm not here to tell anybody, hey, let me tell you how it really is. No, no. I'm telling you, this is how it really is for me in my life, Holmes. If you did not witness it the way I witnessed it, hey, I thought madre, dog, then you didn't. Okay. So, yeah, dog, looking back at it today, okay, I can go ahead and see, obviously, hindsight's 2020, right? When we look at the times today and people are like, man, you know what? Everybody's so sensitive today. You can't say anything. It kind of makes me chuckle. I agree. But at the same time, when I think back, um, you know what? That's how it was, homie, at least for me in the streets, dog. And the guys in dealing with vatos, man, a lot of them were very sensitive. It was hard to have, good, serious conversations and disagreements. Disagreements a lot of times ended up with chingazos, homie, because vatos just couldn't handle it. The way you see society today, whereas if you disagree with someone, it could turn into some sort of argument and hating one another for whatever reason. Hey, man, looking back at it, that was pretty common. Now, I don't want to say everybody, not everybody I came across, but a lot of vatos. And guess what, Holmes? I was one of them too. Any constructive criticism or anything like that, man, vatos were very thin skinned, very insecure, and very sensitive, where they would take it like almost if it's disrespectful. Right. And that was the one thing, man. It was covered with this blanket of respect. When in reality, looking back at it, hey, Holmes, it was just a bunch of thin skinned, sensitive vatos, dog, myself included. And I know I got young people that watch my channel, man. Gracias for tapping in with me, and you know I highly appreciate all the youngsters that tap in with me anyway, man. And I just want to go ahead and say this, dog. Okay, a lot of these dudes, Holmes, a lot of these vatos, man, the biggest, baddest dudes, homie, with tacas all over and everything crazy looking mofos, homie. And some of them are. And some of them really, truly are. That doesn't mean that they're not insecure. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you this. Today, I could think back and see that a lot of the cool vatos, man, a lot of the dudes that look like they had it together, I could see now, homie, that how insecure they really were. Okay, regardless of anything, man, regardless of how down they were, how gangster they were, anything, homie, I could look at it now and say, damn, dog, that was one sensitive, insecure vato, dog. It was hard to conduct business. It was hard to have any disagreements. It was hard for any of that stuff, dog, because vatos would be all up in their feelings. How do you think vatos end up in wrecks? How do you think vatos end up, not all the time. I want to, well, how do you think vatos end up getting busted or doing dumb things just on the fly like that? Because they don't know how to handle their emotions. They can't get control of their emotion, man. They're so thin skinned and so sensitive They react just like that. Under the umbrella of respect. When in reality, now, homie, you're just very sensitive. Nobody even meant you any harm. But that's just how you took it. Somebody questioned you. Orale, dog. Defensive mode on steroid time. I know. I was the same way too. Okay. Why do you think, and I'm sure you guys have seen this, vatos that get into shouting matches with their hyenas or a hyena. It doesn't necessarily have to be their hyena, but you could see it, dog. You know, I probably shouldn't laugh, but you know, I remember so many times all vatos getting into argument with their hyenas, and in reality, it looked like it's two hyenas arguing with one another. On the serio, dog, vatos didn't have control of any of their emotions, dog. Their insecurity would get the better of them over and over and over again, dog. You see vatos having shouting matches with their lady or some other hyena or whatever, dog, and it's like, damn, man. Talk about, you know, having female tendencies, man. Shouts to all the ladies. But it's like, damn, and I'm sure a lot of hyenas, dog, could vouch for what I'm saying. It's like dudes will be screaming, homie, all sensitive, eh? You know, it was hard to have real good, serious conversations at times. It was hard to conduct any kind of business at times, man, because of vatos' sensitivities. Because how thin-skinned some dudes were. Right? Even constructive criticism or showing them a better way. Like, hey, you know what, man? What about this way? Orale, dog. Now somebody feels like they're being attacked. Well, there's something wrong with my way, and that just kind of can explode into a bad situation. Okay, and you know, even like I said, even some of the biggest, baddest dudes, homie, tatted everywhere, and they're down for this, and maybe, and some of them really, really are. But the insecurities are still there, man. I could think of numerous vatos, man, myself included, dog. But I could think of numerous vatos that, you know, dudes look at them like, damn, dog, that vatos, he's really with the business, right? Like to another level. Yeah, and you know, certain vatos really truly were, dog. And I could look at them and say, like, hey, Holmes, you know what? Looking at it today, I could see, man, how insecure this dude was, Holmes. So I just kind of wanted to throw it out there, man. A lot of dudes, a lot of vatos, homie, just couldn't control their emotions, and it's, you know, it's crazy because I still see it today. You know, I still see it today, man. Dudes in their 40s and 50s that still don't have control of their emotions, that are still very sensitive. You just got to say a few things or something, question anything about them, man, and their emotions boil up, right? Everybody's opinion matters almost. That's the way it went down. It's like everybody's opinion matters. Somebody questioned something about you, it mattered, right? Because you're so sensitive, you're so thin-skinned, you're so insecure, man, that everybody's opinion mattered to you to the max. But yeah, dog, just to put a nice little bow tie on it, I'll just go ahead and tell you guys, man. Gangsters, homie, gangbangers, some of the most hardest dudes and everything, and myself included, were some of the most sensitive, insecure vatos that had no control over their emotions, dog. All right. I don't mean to offend anybody or anything of that nature. I'm just giving it to you through my eyes, the way I saw it, the way I could look back at it now and say, like, damn, dog, you know what, man? Some of these vatos, man, were some of the baddest, hardest core gangsters, dog. But man, were they very, very insecure. very sensitive and got no control over their emotions, dog. And we'll get into these shouting matches, a lot of these women tendencies, man. So anyway, familia, as always, live your life like you're on the road, be aware of your surroundings, and always keep it safe. This is blood makes you related, but loyalty makes you family. Until next time, this is Ed the Thecholotrucker. Right now.